Air Chief Browne has issued the first warning to Pakistan, coming out and saying that India is now running out of patience to deal with Pakistan. That's the news we're breaking to you right now. Air Chief coming out and issuing India's first stern warning to Pakistan. Let's just listen in to what he said.
We have a line of control. We have a ceasefire agreement. We have certain mechanisms. We have certain structures, and that is sacrosanct. And any violation of these with impunity, especially as what's been happening in the last few months, is totally unacceptable. We're monitoring the situation very carefully, because if these things continue the way they are, and the violations continue to take place, then perhaps we may have to look at some other options for compliance.
All right, let's get in more from our deputy editor, Shiv Arur, who has been tracking developments in the story. He's breaking the story to us right now. Shiv, we just heard what the INFO's chief had to come out and say to the media. The first stern warning, first stern words that were coming forward from an official, really, as it were, on this issue.
Definitely the first stern statement coming out from the establishment, Nida, and I'm not surprised at all that it comes from the Chief of Air Staff, Air Chief Marshal Norman Browne. He is also the chairman of the Chiefs of Staff Committee, making him the senior most serving military officer in the Indian establishment as of now. And that is a statement that cannot be second guessed. He says, ceasefire violations are completely unacceptable, and that if they continue in the way that they have been over the last 1 month, then the Indian government may have to look at other options for compliance. Now, it's a deliberately vague statement, because he doesn't really talk about what those mechanisms or what those options may be. But considering that he's the Chief of Air Staff and he's a military man and he's trained to wage war, it seems to be a pretty hard statement to make. What are those options really? Does India have any other options? Is there a military option that it can, use to coerce Pakistan into complying with the ceasefire agreement? Those are the tantalizing questions that the Chief of Air Staff actually leaves unsaid and will be the subject of a lot of analysis. If you remember, Neda, after 26/11, the Chief of Air Staff at that time had made a very bold statement. Air Chief Marshal Fali Major had said that, surgical strikes are one possibility. But are they really a possibility? We're no one to judge. But the fact that the Air Chief has made the first, hard statement about this issue is very welcome in this ocean of diplomacy and rhetoric. And I think that the military will really welcome it.
Well, let's just see how people come out and respond to this statement.